What's going on, everybody out there? And a special shout out to my Jerry Tones. I love y'all. And you know, I love everybody else too. So if you don't know who I am, I'm going to introduce myself to you right now. I am Jaren. I am a voice teacher, speech trainer, and the founder and owner of this amazing studio, the Jaren Emliger Studio. People were so funny asking me about this video. People were in the comments weeks ago asking me, are you going to do the Super Bowl halftime show? And I'm like, yes, I'm going to do the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm going to come up with something. And so I was waiting for it to happen so I could see what was going on so I could talk about it a little bit. But I mean, people were coming up to me at events talking about are you doing a halftime show analysis? And I'm like, I'll do it, okay? But I wanted to do it because I like her and I like what she does. So I'm excited to talk about her. So my normal disclaimer is we're going to start and stop a lot while this video is going. So if you like starting and stopping and talking about things as they happen, then go on to another video or click the link below and you can watch the whole video in full without me talking. But if you don't mind that kind of stuff and stopping and starting and talking about things as they happen in the moment, then stick around because this is a channel and the video for you. Yo, let's do it. Here is a voice analysis of Rihanna singing at the 2023 Super Bowl halftime show, the Fenty Bowl. That little slide, well enough. I love the little slide that she did right there. I like that little stuff, the little slides and the glissando things that she be doing in this. I like it. And you see the vibrato's kind of taken out here, right? So it's very stylized. Na, 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 na. So there's no vibrato. It's kind of the little slides and the throws and the things in there. Na, 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 na. You know, it's very stylized that way. It's on purpose. Very on purpose. You just bought a shot. It wasn't shot or shot. You just bought a shot. The T was completely omitted. You just bought a shot. Like that. And I know a lot of this kind of feels natural, but I'm just trying to really explain the technical stuff that she's doing behind the performance here and kind of how she's stylizing these different songs. Little vocal fry, kind of like a you can hear that the tongue is kind of elevated, but the P was pretty much omitted. It said a it was it was probably a very soft P, probably if anything a very soft plosive P, but yeah, your wife in the backseat of my brand new foreign car. Don't act like you forgot. I call the shots like blah blah blah. You hear shots. That TS right there, the consonants were there. I'll call the shots. So you heard the TS a little bit more right there than before. The other parts, the consonants that ended each phrase were kind of omitted / very lessened. But here you heard the shots. And I think it's on purpose because, you know, we talk about multiple shots. I'm calling the shots, you know. Pay me what you wanted. Don't act like you forgot. Pay me what you wanted. Those little slides again. It's almost like a sliding, talking, speech-like approach to the sing. Pay me what you wanted. But I have my money. So you notice the tone and timbre switched. In the last song was but here it's where have you been all my life. So the vowel's a little bit longer. Oh my life. She had little glottal stops. Right there. Okay? So the song switched, so then the tone and the timbre switched. She really switched up the sound of the song by her voice and of course, you know, by the music. Where have you been all my life? Those glottal stops right there that I'm talking about, there they go again. And they're on that beat. You know? Yeah. So now she get that same kind of timbre and richness of Where Have You Been in My Life, but then transferred it to The Only Girl in the World. But you hear the world, she kind of really set in that L sound. World, world, something like that. So she really kind of let the L really take its course in the word world. Ooh, that's a little tongue twister. Because a lot of times we probably would say world or world, you know, and kind of just took the L out. But she said world. It kind of migrated through the L right there. More long phrases and long notes here. And you can hear a little bit more of that richness. Kind of like the soft palates playing a role a little bit. You can hear a little back of the tongue root action in her voice. A tiny bit. A tiny bit. But it kind of gives kind of like that rich sound, if you will. A little bit, if that makes sense. So here you hear a lot more of kind of like the head voice, thin folds, yodel thing coming into play. Na 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 na. You kind of hear those little yodel pops. Na 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 na. So you hear how I'm kind of switching vocal fold mass from like that thick chesty part to like a thinner head voice part or falsetto, whatever you want to call it. That's what she's doing right here. It's a little bit of that, but you can still hear that tongue root a little bit. Na 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 na. You know, a little bit of that while she's singing. So she's really switching through all that stuff right here. She's really switching through all that stuff. So had that slide in there, that kind of throw. So you hear that slide. We fell in love in a hopeless place. You see what I'm saying? Those little slides and then that little yodel flip, that little register change right there. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about that she's doing. And I like the finesse in the throw in love. It's almost like a diminuendo with the throw. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's kind of like a throw with a diminuendo in it. I just like this part. That's why I left it in. I just like this part. When the sunshine will shine together, told you I'll be here forever. So instead of together, it's together, told you I'll be here forever. So she's really finessing and stylizing the song in this way. Yeah, that's all on purpose. As y'all probably know that, but it's all on purpose. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. This band, good God, they sound so good. Like when they shifted to this song, I was like, yay! I mean, they sounded good the whole time, but whoo, that little lick right there in that chorus of Umbrella, whoo, I think it was Adam Blackstone and his crew and all them folk. Woo, awesome. Okay, awesome. And actually, one of my friends is actually singing back for her at this performance right now. Norel. Hey, Norel. Ohio. Okay, Ohio's own. Okay, we from Ohio. Okay, I can represent for my people. She's from my area too. So I love you, Norel. Under my umbrella, Ella. It wasn't Ella, it's Ella. Ella, A. Instead of A. Everything's kind of like spread and kind of high in the tongue. Under my umbrella, Ella, A. With that glottal, A. Okay, glottal stops, glottal onsets, glottal moments are not bad. They're not a bad thing. People overemphasize them, it kind of makes them harder to sing sometimes. But glottal onsets, glottal stops, glottal moments, in essence and by definition, are not a bad thing. I use them all the time. And for real, glottal stops and onsets and things can help your vocal folds come together a little more thickly without having to push so much, because you have more mass when you do a glottal stop or onset. So then your voice is kind of louder because you have more mass coming together. That's why I call it thick folds, that glottal thick folds. You can do glottal in head voice too, or glottal in thin folds, whatever the case may be. I'm just saying for this case, glottal onsets or stops are not a bad thing. Just remember that, okay? Under my umbrella, Ella, under my umbrella, Ella,
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright. She has a lot of these slides and these throws and these things in her vocal lines. Shine bright like a diamond. It's almost like a sung spoken moment. Shine bright like a diamond. I can't quite do it like she's doing it, but you hear what I'm saying? That little upwards throw. Shine bright like a diamond. Like that. Yeah. She does a lot of that. I've noticed that in this performance. She does a lot of those throws and kind of the little glissandos, if you will. Yeah. Diamond in the sky. She had a little tiny register shift right there. And you can see she's really making this way more connected vocally, and like the vocal line and how she's kind of painting this last song right here. Na, 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 na. It's a little bit more ballad-like in essence while she's singing it. I know the song is not necessarily a ballad, but just kind of how she's painting it is a little bit more connected in that way.
Shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky.
You hear she kind of had that breathy offset throw. Alive, like diamonds in the sky. Yeah, something like that. I can't quite sing it like her, but you know, you get what I'm saying. It's almost like she puckers her lips a little bit and kind of elongates her jaw. Right away with that back of the tongue sound. It kind of gives that sound she has. Right away. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. You can literally see her jaw get long right there. I saw the life. And that soft palate came down a little bit. Instead of, I saw the life. See how when my soft palate goes up, it kind of loses that warmth, that dampening. I saw the light. That's what I'm talking about right there. That soft palate's there and that back of the tongue is there a tiny bit. I think it's the back of the tongue. I think. Two-part harmony under her. Oh, 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 a simple yet musical take on background vocals, if you will, or kind of just supporting vocals. I like that. That was a nice touch.
Shine bright like a diamond, bright like a diamond, beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
If you enjoyed this analysis, click subscribe down below to click the alert button next to it so you know when the next video is posted. And give this a like and a thumbs up if you enjoyed it so I can get out to more people, okay? And as I will always continue to say to you, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon.